And some of those agencies are like CCMAP, BetterHelp. Those are some of the agencies that we provide assistance, we provide funding to, and they in turn provide that assistance to individuals. And some of those individuals actually may be homeless individuals or individuals that are well below poverty.
Right, so this isn't as a result of a head count or anything. This is to say that it'll be available for up to 1,000 persons, and it might be this year 300, it might be next year 600, but there'll be the resources available to help 1,000.
It will be resources that are available, and it will be based on the number that the agency indicates that they are able to assist that number of individuals with the funding that we are able to provide to them.
Thank you very much.
Commissioner Keith.
Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia. I know this is always, everything's changing all the time. I got a couple questions, and I'm going to jump a little bit, but one of the things, kind of to follow up a little bit, do we have the point in time results back yet?
No, sir. Ms. Taylor, I think she's indicated that we should get, we have some preliminary numbers. However, we do not have the official numbers yet because we want to ensure what we have is correct, and we will not have that until, and Dee, correct me if I'm wrong, we will not have that until a little later because we will not be ready to report that to HUD until within the next couple of weeks. May 1st, in a couple of weeks.
So we won't have the numbers from, what was it, January?
January, yes,
Right,
sir.
Okay. And even in the point in time, this has always been a little bit of a challenge. The point in time is the entire county, right? It's not broken down into city or county or non-incorporated, your section and the county section, the city section. So our numbers are basically, when we see these statistics that come on, these are only things that are happening outside the city, correct? These numbers that you have, and I'll go to, I lost my page here. I apologize. On your goal summary information, AP 20 goals and objectives, increase affordable quality housing, start year 2015, and it says Cumberland County area. Is that Cumberland County area minus the city of Fayetteville, or is that Cumberland County area to include them also? And it's page number 15, and I apologize that I know other people can't see that, but
Is Cumberland County area, meaning for HUD's purpose, we're the entitlement. So it is our jurisdiction, which is Cumberland County.
so the city's numbers are, and I'm sorry to interrupt, the city numbers are actually underneath us? So it is true?
As we look at this, this has really nothing to do with the city.
Okay, so when you say Cumberland County area, it's Cumberland County less the city of Fayetteville?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so on this particular one, it says rental units constructed, 2 household unit rental units rehabilitated. Those all happened outside of the city. And were they private or were they public rental units that were, I don't know if you know that one particularly, but.
The goal is for these rental units, we are projecting that these will be rental units constructed, and it will be private, but they will be rental units that will be constructed for affordable units. So an investor, let me put it that way, it will be an investor that will borrow the money from us to rehab the units and rent them to a low-income family in order to make them affordable in order to meet our goal, so that the units can be affordable.
Okay. I'm going to move on, and now I'm going to ask you a little bit of a tough question.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
It seems to me like the city and the county, or the Cumberland, well, let's call it the Cumberland County areas outside. There's a lot of duplication. Is there any advantage to working together as opposed to working separately as two, and I'm not going to say competing because I don't think you're competing, but two individual organizations?
Tough question.
Okay, and I understand,
And I would say, just right off the top, yes, there would be advantages working together. And because we do have very similar, our programs are alike. I think there may be one program that they have that we don't have at this current time. Their funding, they do have more funding than we have, so I think it would be, there are some advantages of working together. As departments, our departments do work well together anyway, on certain projects, because we have worked together on joint projects before.
Mm-hmm.
So there are advantages.
Is there any reason why is there any legal reason, because of the hierarchy, that it should be kept separately, or would we have a disadvantage in funding if we were to put it together because it's two separate funding sources?
I think that would be a question that would need to be further explored. I would take it from a standpoint of opening up a discussion with our federal partners, with HUD, and exploring the possibilities and the opportunities, the pros and cons, and allowing our federal partners to tune in onto that conversation and assisting us with making that, being a part of that discussion.
Right. And there's probably a reason why we do it separately. So, and I just didn't know. Well, thank you.
Ms. McLean, thank you so much for that. First of all, before we go into the vote, I want to say I appreciate what you're doing for homelessness. It is an issue here in Fayetteville, Cumberland County, that we have to deal with, that we have not been dealing with to the very best of our ability, I don't believe. And the number of questions that were asked tonight, I wish it was asked of other entities the same that type way when they're talking about helping someone that's poor and without. And so I applaud you for what you're doing. We need to do more as a body. We are a Health and Human Services Board, and we should do more, and I thank you for that. Okay, call for a motion.
I didn't think we needed one.
We do,
We do need a motion.
yes.
I move we continue with the process and approve this program
Is
for
this-
submission to the federal government.
is there a second? Second. All in favor?
Unanimous.
Item number 3E is a public hearing for consideration to close a portion of Underwood Road. I'd ask our county attorney, Mr. Moorfield, to present this item.
Mr. Vice Chairman, just briefly, I did get a visual look at this. This is the plat that's actually recorded at the Register of Deeds of this addition to the state system, and then the closure that's being requested for Underwood Road. It's all black and white, so it doesn't stand out that well. But the main thing I want you to see is River Road is over at this side, facing the back wall. That's where it's at now. If you see at the top of the plat up there, there's a wider looking street design in there. That is the new road that's been built, Oilseed Drive. That was approved to be added to the state system and has been by this board back in November and has been added to the state system. It has an 80-foot right-of-way. The portion of Underwood that is to be closed is down at the lower end of the plat near the railroad track that runs there. And that portion is completely surrounded by the property of Cargill Incorporated, except for a very little tip of it that goes up there to Custer Avenue, which is owned by the trustees of a private trust. Both the trustees of the private trust and Cargill requested this closure. That plat is recorded. If the board adopts the order, the portion that's shown there in the dashed lines of Underwood Road is the portion that would be closed. As you can see from this, the Oilseed Drive connects River Road to Custer Avenue, so there will be no disconnection with ingress or egress to folks that are going on to Custer Avenue or continuing on the remaining portion of Underwood Road. The whole idea behind this is Cargill expanded its operation, did the 80-foot right-of-way up there as at some point, a way to better hold truck traffic that's now parking on River Road. This was something that DOT was very interested in getting done too. You approved the preliminary thing on this back in March, and I just incorporated that resolution into the memo you have tonight, so that explains everything that you already did. It has been, this public hearing and this proposed order of closure has been advertised in the Fayetteville Observer for the last 3 weeks, required by statute. That's Exhibit A in your package. Exhibit B is an affidavit by Jim Weisser from Cargill. He did post the order of closure at 2 prominent places on the portion of the road to be closed. Those are all the statutory requirements have been met, and it's my recommendation that if you pursue to go ahead and follow through with this closure. The order of closure that's included, if you adopt that will do it. That would be recorded in the Register of Deeds. And Mr. Vice Chairman, that I will change the name since you are presiding this meeting for that to be signed by you instead of Mr. Adams, if it's adopted by the board. If there's any further questions before the public hearing, I'll try to answer them.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Are there any speakers, ma'am?
There are no speakers.
Okay. Public hearing is closed. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, we need to, excuse me,
I
I
need to
apologize.
open it.
Open, yes, sir.
Open the public hearing. I'm just fast tonight.
There are no speakers.
Okay. Close the public hearing. Now I call for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we direct you or Mr. Adams to sign an order declaring that the area between portion of Underwood Road lying between River Road and Custer Avenue, as fully described in the plat recorded in the Cumberland County Register Plat Book 138 at page 97, be closed.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Unanimous.
The next item on the agenda is under items of business. Item number 4 is nominations to boards and committees.
Okay, are there nominations for the Cumberland County Workforce Development Board? Yes, Commissioner Council.
I'd like to nominate retired General Rodney Anderson, who is already completed his first term and desires a second term.
Are there any more nominations?
I'll second that one.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
We're in the name, we have Rodney Adams as the nominee for the Workforce Development Board for Cumberland County.
Okay. The next item is item number 5, and that would be appointments to boards and committees.
Hey, Robert Van Giens, I'm sorry. Did I pronounce that right?
Van Giens.
Van Giens.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, I'm sorry. You can't mess with somebody's name. Has been nominated for one vacancy on the Southeastern Economic Development Commission. Is there a motion for the appointment?
So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Unanimous.
Item number 6 is a request for a closed session for an economic development matter pursuant to North Carolina General Statutes 143, 318, 11A4.
Okay, there's a motion to go, is there a motion to go into closed session?
I move we go into closed session pursuant to NCGS 143, 318, 11A4.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Unanimous.
Our show features topics related to Cumberland County government. The Cumberland County Sheriff's Office is looking for new talent, and Deputies Demetria Perez and Darren Hale will tell us how the sheriff recruits and trains new deputies to protect and serve our people, property, and schools. Spring means more puppies and kittens in animal control, and shelter manager Jennifer Hutchison Tracy explains how a spring supply drive and volunteer training will help deal with the pet population increase. April showers bring May flowers, but expertise from trained Master Gardener volunteers helps too. Some of our junior gardeners offer tips on how to make your garden grow. April is a busy time at the Cumberland County Public Library, and Tiffany Torres will tell us about 2 exciting events: the North Carolina Science Festival to showcase learning in science and technology, and the National Library Week.
That's a full day's worth of work, right?
I'm Sergeant Perez, Cumberland County Sheriff's Office, currently the recruiter for the Sheriff's Office. Just like every other law enforcement agency, we have folks that strive to do
It's all good.
All right, as soon as you get 3, Commissioner Evans, you can call for a motion.
Excuse me?
As soon as you get one more commissioner, you can call for a motion.
Okay.
Well, everybody's coming out, but here she comes.
Coming out of closed session. Make a motion that we come out of closed session.
Unanimous.
Move to adjourn.
Unanimous.
Thank you all.